Hi guys, welcome back to Waxing On, the first episode of 2022. It's Monday, January 3rd, and who would have thought 2 years later we'd still be in lockdown. Right now in my country we're approaching another lockdown, going to start this week. The COVID virus is really raging again, maybe a lot less serious, but a lot more people getting infected. So we're having to be real cautious. So we're going to continue on with the show. It's jazz today, and we're looking at a jazz singer. Now, if you follow the series, you know most of my inspirations for my musical purchasing was from people I had seen on PBS on Austin City Limits or Soundstage, or people I've read about or were winning polls in jazz polls in Downbeat. Today's one of those Downbeat winners. A lady called Dianne Schuur, and the album I have is Dianne Schuur and the Count Basie Orchestra. Now, over the years, she appeared in a lot of different styles of music, small groups, big bands. I have some albums here that she worked on. Some of the people that were with her: Barry Manilow, Alison Krauss, Alison Krauss in Union Station, Maynard Ferguson, Vince Gill. I mean, we've gone for country, kind of bluegrass, a little bit of that easy listening music, and some big band tunes. Now, I have heard some of the other albums. Even Maynard's with a big band sound really wasn't, for me, as exciting as what was happening on this album with the Count Basie Band. Now, is it the song choice? Is it the arranging? Is it just the excitement that the Basie Band generates? Yeah, it could be a little bit of everything in there. This was an album came out in 1987. It's on the GRP label, and at that time GRP was starting into a lot of digital sound. We got digital masters on this. CDs were just coming out. This is probably one of the last vinyl albums I had purchased. And kind of a sad note on this, if you follow the Basie Band, they've been around for a long time. Let me see here. They did their 85 or 88? 85th anniversary tour in 2020 and recorded a live album at Birdland in New York. So 85 years this band's been in existence. Now the sad note about this album was this is the last album that Freddie Green played on. He was a guitar player for the Basie Band, been with them for 48 years. Can you imagine 48 years with the band? And again, this was his last recording. To give you some idea who's playing in the band, some of these names you may be familiar with. We had Frank Foster on tenor sax, and he was leading the band. Now, he took over and led the band after Basie passed away. We've had a few other bands where this has happened that are still in existence. Woody Herman's big band, sax player, let me think what his name is. It's the same as one of my doctors, I can't think of it. Frank Tiberi was leading the band at that time. Now, I went online to see if they were still around, but I couldn't find their website. So I'm not sure whether he's still doing it or not. Duke Ellington Band's still out touring. So some of the bands continued on after their leaders passed. A lot of them, unfortunately, did not. Anyways, in this band, Frank Foster, we got Freddie Green on guitar, Dennis Mackerel on drums, Donald Carson piano, Lynn Seaton on bass, Eric Dixon on tenor saxophone, Kenny Hing on saxophone, Danny House, Danny Turner, both alto saxophone, and John Williams playing baritone. Now, trumpet section, Sonny Collin, Melton Mustafa, Bob Ogia, and Brian Stripling, who I do recognize his name out of there as another great trumpet player. Clarence Banks, Bill Hughes, Melvin Wanzo, and Dennis Wilson on trombone. And a manager for the group was Aaron Woodward. I don't know when this was recorded. It was recorded live in Hollywood. So it's exciting in that it's another live album, almost like a concert album. So again, that brings a certain excitement to the project. The album itself, it's got some great photos here of the band and Dianne Schuur. Different sections. Not a gatefold album, it's just a single sleeve, but they did it upright, a nice production on it. What do they sing? Well, tune selection may be a lot of why this album was so exciting. Deedle's Blues, I Caught a Touch of Your Love, Travelin' Light, just found out about Love, Traveling Blues. Now the song in there by Dave Brubeck. So there's one I recognize. A lot of originals on here as well. You Can Have It, Only You, Every Day, We'll Be Together Again, and Climbing Higher Mountains, the Aretha Franklin composition. So kind of a cross section. The band is just on fire. It's excellent. And I think that drives her to an even more exciting performance. If you were going to check her out, again, there's a lot of material out there. She's got quite a few albums. But for me, this is one that really shows off what she can do as a singer and that great big band kind of driving it along. Now, this isn't the first album we've talked about where Basie's band's been chosen to back up a great singer. If you remember, we did Basie Band backing up Tony Bennett. By mixing together some tapes and the wonders of electronics, we had the Basie Band and Ray Charles together. Now, Basie Band and Dianne Schuur. Again, the Basie Band keeps coming back because it is a musician's band, a singer's band, the kind of group you like to have supporting you when you're out there performing. So that's it for today. An album I dug out. I haven't listened to it a lot lately. I used to listen to it an awful lot back in the 80s. Diane Schuur and the Count Basie Orchestra on GRP Records. Again, I'm sure streaming networks are going to be a place to go. Hard copies might still be available. And as I mentioned to a lot of people, not every streaming network pays the artist the same. So check it out. Go to one that maybe supports the artist a little more. Let's get some money back in the pockets of the people that are producing the music. Okay, that's it till Monday or till Wednesday. That's it for Monday. Everybody, come on. Thanks for coming back. Hope you have a great week. First week of 2022. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you later.